This is Neil Ratner Rock Doc here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcendental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcendental, his stunning new office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 375. Fats Domino was born into a French Creole family on February 26, 1928, in New Orleans, Louisiana. Domino's brother-in-law, a jazz guitarist, taught Fats to play the piano, and by the age of 14, Domino was performing in bars around New Orleans. Signed to a small record label in 1949, Fats and producer Dave Bartholomew wrote The Fat Man, a toned-down version of a song about drug addicts, which featured a rolling piano and Domino vocalizing wah-wah over a strong backbeat. The Fat Man sold 1 million copies and is considered by many the first rock and roll single. However, it was the song Ain't That a Shame, which crossed into the pop mainstream and was the first of Domino's records to appear on the Billboard Pop Singles chart. In 1956, Fats recorded a cover of the song Blueberry Hill, and although the song had been done many times before by a variety of artists, with his distinctive piano triplets and Cajun accent, Domino's version became a rock and roll standard. Elvis first met Fats in 1959 and described him as the real king of rock and roll, and the Beatles were also big fans. George Harrison called Domino's I'm in Love Again the first rock and roll song he ever heard, while Domino's 1955 Ain't That a Shame, which was later covered by John Lennon, was the first song the Beatles learned to play. Fats was also a significant influence on the music of the Rolling Stones, and as band member Ronnie Wood relates, he not only got to both meet and play with Fats, but was also invited to his house for gumbo.
When we were in Storyville in New Orleans, I had the great fortune of playing alongside Ray Charles, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Fats Domino, all on the same stage, doing gumbo soup, or whatever the name of the song was. Yeah, I was in Fats's trailer, and he said to me, "Does my tie match my shoes?" And I said, "Yeah, I think it does, Fats. It looks pretty nice to me." And we all went back to his house afterwards for gumbo. I'm going to play you Ain't That a Shame, because it was 1955 million seller. Fats used to feed all the homeless people. They used to be queuing outside his house. And once he had his jewellery stolen, which meant the world to him, all of his diamonds and all his domino-shaped stuff that he had, he went into a depression for a couple of weeks. And then some of the local hoods got together with the guy that had done the theft, and they had a word with him, and they said, "You can't steal from the Fat Man, you've got to return his jewellery." So sure enough, Fats heard the doorbell go one day and went to the door, and then a plastic bag full of all of the missing stuff was back, and he immediately sprung out of his depression.
Okay, let's listen. Fats Domino and Ain't That a Shame.
You made